make sure you get there first. The apple of your eye, the rotten core inside.
Hey guys, this is NomALlama, and this is going to be my entry for Rayman's contest to get into the fan server, Mindcrack Fan Server. It says, you knew I was making a secret base. What you didn't know is that it would be at your place. At your place. It's supposed to rhyme, but I didn't say it right. Enjoy, NomALlama. Do not bring anything other than what is provided. Do not break anything on your penguin pilgrimage. This is Blizzard's house. He actually entered this contest, and he did not realize that I was doing this under his house, but he knew that I was doing this on the server. So here's what we're doing. My wife decided to type out the books for me and made them for me. So that's why her name is tagged underneath them. But I wrote the entire story, all the way through each book. I provide him with a bow, arrow, and stake. So let's get this story started. Here's Sky.
And this is
a
non-creative server.
Yes, it is.
Everything was done legitly.
This is my server, the Creeper Castle server. So everything is legit. And here's Sky with the amazing story.
And if Rayman wanted to, he can come visit our server
Yes.
to see that it actually is proof that it's yours and it was done. And you have videos and stuff.
All things that I forgot, Sky gives.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
anything
what
else?
wives are for.
Anything else before I start?
No, I can start reading the books then.
Okay, let's do this.
Once upon a time, there was a very scaly lizard, but that's not what this story is about. It's actually about Blizzard. He found a chest full of very nice things. My, oh my, I wonder if this is what Santa brings. Upon opening the chest, he found a bow and some arrows. But where he'll go next, well, nobody knows. He climbed up a very tall jungle-like tree, scanned the horizon, eyes soaring through the sea.
Okay, I'm gonna climb the jungle-like tree, but this is not the tree itself. But it's okay, I'm climbing it in a different way. He'll know what I mean when he does this. I can't wait though. I'm actually afraid that Blizzard's gonna sign on now, so yeah. Here you go, Sky. Take it away.
Alright. Are you scanning the horizon?
Yes,
Your
I
eyes
am.
soaring through the sea? Upon the side of his farm, filled with oak and of birch, he looked deep below from the tree he was perched. He saw a dim little light, and he wanted to shoot. Pulled out his arrows and his bow as he shouted, "Woot woot."
Woo woo!
Aiming at the dim light and pulling back a string, he was too young to realize what was happening. He shot at the light, well, he may just have missed, but gravity took the arrow downward. Obviously, Blizzard was pissed. Too young to realize.
Wait, I missed. It's okay.
Oh, it's okay. You
It'll
were a
get
young
hit eventually.
penguin.
Yeah, I am a young penguin. I don't exactly... Okay, here you go. There it is. He has to
He was
find
too young
that.
to realize what was happening. He shot at the light, well, he may just have missed, blah, blah, blah. But gravity took the arrow downward. Obviously, Blizzard was pissed. Too young to realize the gravity's effect.
Right there.
He looked toward the ocean. What did he expect? Definitely not this. No sir, no how. He saw another dim light and could only exclaim, wow. Exclaim, wow.
Wow!
This newly discovered light brought some curiosity. So he jumped out of the tree and he splashed into the sea. He swam and he swam, not knowing what he may find, going right past the squids that were derping behind.
See? They're derping. I knew that would happen when I did this, too. That's why I put that in there. That was good. There's the light, just so you know. That wasn't lit up before I hit the arrow.
Under the ground, the water does flow. The penguin saw colors both high and low. Then looking around, rainbows as far as one sees, he diverted his eyes toward the cotton candy trees.
Wow.
The next thing his eyes were fixated on was water that looked like it flowed to a pond. But how do I get there? How do I get down? So he examined the room with a look and a frown.
Okay, so this is the part where Blizzard has to figure out that he needs to poke an eye. So I'm going to show you first before I do this. This is cool, right? Doesn't work. That's the hole, by the way, that you go in. So when Blizzard actually hits the button, it actually opens it up. It is basically a lever, but it's a button instead. Okay, so it's open now.
Down the rushing water the penguin went. No pond but a mountain. He yelled just to vent.
Ah!
This journey was not going as well as it seemed. But then what is this? His eyes quickly beamed. There's food and there's shelter. Maybe he could rest. But no, there's no time. He must finish this quest. The water from above and the trees they surround. But the next place to go he had surely not found.
Okay, this grass grew, so I broke it. Okay, this is my derpy house, by the way. Yep. It's on the wall. It's like a little storybook wall. It's pretty cool. 3D. This one's not 3D because it looks funny. Okay, so this part of the story was actually trying to look around, right? Okay. So when I look around, I see this, and I see this. They look exactly the same, only this one does this. Okay, the next part of the story is...
Right through the waterfall and past the dark space, a desert was found. Light forms, not a trace. The sun going down, a place he could hide. So he wanted to stop, or at least he had tried. But nothing was there, not a hammock nor a bed. But a chest he did find, filled with trinkets and bread. So he took out the food,
Trinkets.
the eggs and the pearl. He must face his worst fears, first the eggs, then a hurl. For penguins don't like deserts, it's just far too hot. But the heat's just beginning, let's give it a shot.
So basically, I would normally have an ender pearl and I'd throw it, but we don't believe in that kind of stuff here, because I don't want to use the only ender pearl we've got there. So yeah. Okay, that's pretty much what happened.
Down the lava blizzard went. He didn't believe he'd survive. Looking around gave a chill. He couldn't believe his own eyes. For the heat he was in wasn't this bad before. Not a great place for a penguin. He didn't want to explore. Blizzard worked up the courage, and with all his might, he looked for an exit, but the large creature gave a fright. He ran towards the wall, then stopped at the lava. He wanted some sleep, or maybe some guava. With a quick working mind, and some torches to use, he placed them all over, even in the red ooze. He knew not the reason, or why it came to him, but hey, why not, said the penguin with a grin.
And this is actually where he needs to put it. He won't know that. If I had aim.
That is not the
That
place.
is not where I need to put it. There we go. Stupid slime. Where? Okay, well, he wasn't part of the story, but, you know. Here I am.
Are you gonna explain the kinds of things you're doing? Like the different...
That was a bud switch. It was on the other side of the lava. Explained.
Okay.
Okay. Story time.
Suddenly the wall opened, and in he did go. Real quick he was scared. He could not face his foe. And all of a sudden, with a glimmer in his eye, he saw something better. He'd rather this than to die. Through the humidity, though the humidity was fierce, and the grass was everywhere, at least he didn't have to fight the big white gummy bear. So relaxing it was, to rest next to the well. And then he thought back to the time when he fell.
Wow, this is not
into the
relaxing.
well.
I have to run to the well. Okay, we're good.
He should have just wished and thrown a coin. But instead he would laugh, and he fell, hurt his groin. What
Terrible
am I doing?
memories.
What am I doing? I cannot stay here. I need to escape, he said with a tear.
And I'm pretty sure the ending should be this direction, so... Yep, it's going to be that way, so we're going to throw the coin down here. Down the wishing well. That opened this up, which actually, it's this piston pushes this block backwards, and these two get pulled back that way. So it's just a little simple pressure plate system dropped in the well. Okay, next part.
The penguin tossed the gold. It opened away. But honestly, really, this passage was pretty much gay.
Pretty
He was
much.
back in the room with a big white beast. It looked at him with desire. It wanted to feast.
Let's get back in the room. Okay, it's looking at me with desire. By the way, the tears are like that because I wanted his eyes to be sexy. So yeah, he's got tears. And his mouth's not very red.
He's crying souls.
Anyway, it's a creative looking guest, if anything.
He had to be brave. He knew he could. Standing around would just do him no good. He stood up on top, ready to shoot at the gas. There was fear in Blizzard's eyes. He was expecting a fiery blast. To his great surprise, he was brave, he was daring. He shot at the creature. This monster was just staring. He hoped and he hoped. Did the creature go down?
Currently not, because I'm going to change the fire charges with melons.
Really?
Perfect idea. Should have thought of it before. Sure not going to shoot fire charges at it. That's not happening. Okay. Now that I like to demonstrate things, so you know, this is obviously not a bud switch. This is a simple, you know, that normally that would be boom.
Shooting.
You know, this would burn away, but it's okay. Now I can, actually, let me wait till the arrows disappear, because that might fire off by itself. Anyway, we're gonna break through this now. All right, and are we at this part yet?
So did the creature go down?
Yeah, he pretty much went down. He's going.
He had to figure something out. NomALlama couldn't think of a good noun.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a good noun there.
Blizzard shot at its eye. Should I vote for Obama? Why he thought of that, who knows? The gas spit like a llama. It burned down the wall, the gas was no more. So he went down the stairs, he wanted to explore. Treasure found all around.
Treasure. Most of this is natural, every once in a while like this and stuff. I went in and put, but the diamond right here, all that's natural. We found most of this crap. It was crazy. And yeah, I put this in to tease him, because I know he's knowledgeable of bud switches. Okay, continue.
A penguin so deep underground? Well, this world likes to morph.
Okay.
I'm this far down, I'm not a dwarf. So we can climb so little.
I know he's so small.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, he's not.
So he rushed through the caves and he punched in a rage. What to do, what to do.
Yeah.
How to escape this huge cage.
Okay,
Ah.
poor little torch. It was an accident. Okay, so what he would do is apparently this. You can start reading the next part, because it's the beginning.
So he punched and no noise came about.
Hopefully that's not making noise in the video. That'd be... Okay. Anyway, here you go. It opened.
What is that? He said as he ceased his pout. A hole in the wall where there used to be none. This makes no sense, but that sure was fun. So he went through the wall that had been there before. In front of him a picture, then he spotted a door. But with mushrooms around him and no other way through, all he had was a torch. What could he really do? A mushroom? Some water? A hole underneath? He'll figure it out. Man, I want some roast beef. Roast beef. Yes.
Okay, so this is actually set up pretty awesomely, because he can actually put a torch there. It opens and then closes the door really fast. So he actually has to place it on the piston itself, and that will actually activate and open it. Pretty cool. Okay, anyway, here's the next part.
He placed down the torch in the bottom of the hole. The left one, not the right one. I want fruit cups made by Dole. The door opened up. Blizzard came around. This new room looks groovy. Words like that make young people frown. Vines coming from the tree. Clay under the pond. Finally a pond! Of this room Blizzard was quite fond. And morphing again. This room definitely did.
Swim. What?
Into snow.
Yes.
Ah, snow! This way I will go! So the penguin went forth and found the best thing. Lots of ice. It was cold, and no fire nor string. But it looks pretty boring. There's no decoration. So vines he did place, and then he stood back in admiration. The vines grew and grew. They grew and they grew.
Grow.
And most definitely grew.
Grow, please. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. I'll be right back when it does grow, okay? Yeah. By the way, while the vine is growing, I'm gonna do this and show you exactly what to do if you wanted to get back. And if you had great throwing aim, that would also work. Yes, throwing aim indeed. This is horrible. So much complication. Pretty sure melons don't roll. There we go, it opens up. That's pretty much what I wanted to show you. Now that I've derped several times, we're going to go back to the vine. Yep. I've suddenly acquired a silk touch pick. Yep. I actually went and got it. Actually, it was delivered to me by Sky. Look at this crap. Okay, so anti-gravity vines. They've grown up, but not down. So basically, what was supposed to happen is it grows here, and then you place it on the vine, therefore giving the furnace a nose. Press the button. These pistons retract. It will pull the ice back. But I am not going to wait here for anti-gravity vines to grow down, because as we all know, anti-gravity vines will not be able to grow downward due to the anti-gravity-ness of them. So I'm going to silk touch this, and we're going to place it back. Okay, pretend that actually worked, right? And actually, that's pretty cool because I've reset it already now. This is what he gets for this. There was the book. And the part that was supposed to be red when he got a little nose. Let's do this.
Well, what of this button? What should Blizzard do? It needs its own place, so he placed it with grace. The furnace needs a nose. It's an incomplete face. Well, you've already heard. Do it, you silly bird.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
the wall
silly bird.
opened up. He went through the hole.
This wall.
There was a path in the next room with a chest. That was cool. He grabbed all the things that had lain in the box. I'm going somewhere. Who cares if all I see is rocks?
All I see will be rocks, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now, while I'm walking, I've decided that I should probably describe things. So, this is my server, the Creeper Castle server, like I said before. We have some people on right now. We got Elax, Sleepless, Icy Sky, that's my wife. They're all amazing. It is 8:51 in the morning. I've been working on this specific project that you're seeing in this video for a week and a day. I actually, I don't even know, when was the last time I was asleep?
We woke up at about like 6:30, I think.
Yeah, 6:30
Midnight.
p.m. Yeah, I was up all night. But, so, yeah, that's pretty much a little bit of information here. This needs to be covered. Let me do that. Okay, here you go. Read more.
He showed up at his home, underneath it, though he did not know. Then he looked at the signs. He figured it out. He was like, oh, all my stuff here marked. There's a bunch of thieves. There's a bunch of thieves. He's a thief. You failed at typing.
It's okay. The real
know, I
book
have
says
the
it right,
real one.
so we're good.
There. In an emotional blur, he cried and he grieved. But then he thought about the time he had spent.
It says they are a bunch of thieves.
Yes.
It's correct. Okay, anyway.
No, it's not.
Time you
You're
spent.
the only thief.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, anyway. I'm pluraling
In
it.
an emotional blur, he cried and he grieved. But then he thought about the time he had spent, looking for the right ways and the right places, then the places that he went. He ran and he fought through the hard and the easy. Let's go back to my home. I'm starting to feel queasy. He went to his home and he laid back and said, what a wonderful day, and I'm not even dead. He went through his home and he then went to bed. The end. NomALlama said.
So, I do realize,
That was your
He could-
hidey hole.
yes, that was the hidey hole that we used actually to put all this stuff that we brought down there inside of. And I'm currently inside of his house now, underneath. I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna take this.
Rude. Stealing.
Sorry, Blizzard. Yeah, we don't actually take things on this server, but it's okay. I donated him like 10,000 diamond. I didn't give him any diamond. I was
I
planning on it.
donated him an enchanted apple thing.
I donated him an enchanted pick. Anyway, so
Well, I guess I donated to you to donate to him.
pretty much.
Either way.
And we gave him all these pistons, all this nice stuff. He had a lot of this, and then I combined some more blocks of iron, some extra things, made it look nifty and cool. Gave him the rest of the fire charges. We were testing around with that. And I do need a sign here, basically stating, what was the sign saying in the story? Looked at the signs, he figured out. He was like, oh, all my stuff. I took your stuff. I took you. I took you, I'm a thief. I took your stuff. It's in here. Enjoy. Meh. I don't know. That's cool. That's gonna work. And I will close it off on the end. Should work. That's pretty much all there is to it. The rest of it, we will have to see what his video response is. So, thank you for watching, and I really do hope that you enjoyed my work here on this. It did take a while, and it was all in survival mode, so I hope you like it. Thank you, Rayman. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. Dun dun.